All right, people, look who's back. I am. I'm so back, and I'm so hard. You're probably wondering what the fuck is on my face. It is a breathe right strip. Basically, I'm experimenting to try to get rid of my snoring habit. Now, this might work, it might not, but I'm going to see if I can get a little more oxygen to my brain. So far, I'm liking it. That's pretty cool. It looks kind of interesting. It definitely blends in with my face a little bit, but it looks like I injured my nose or something, but it's pretty dope. Give me just just a few minutes, folks. I'm doing a couple things real quick. I'm gonna be pulling up the chats here, letting you guys get in on the action of the chats. Probably take a few more seconds though. YOLO to the Rolo. Here we go. The greatest show of all time. I know, it's not easy being the greatest. It's not easy being the gayest of all time. But I'm here. I'm ready. Kira is saying, let's see, hold on. Kira is saying, sorry about your biddy position. Oh, no, there's nothing to be sorry about there. So here's the thing. I've been buying the biddy as it dips because I only buy about a share at a time, but the more it goes down, the better it gets. So, look, Bitcoin's going to crash loudly. Don't know when, because something with no intrinsic value can only go up for so long. In theory, it could keep going up forever. The truth is, though, I got into Bitcoin early, just saying. So I never sold it, which means all the unrealized gains I've accumulated can cover any unrealized losses. So it's a win-win situation. Anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is that while Bitcoin goes up ecstatically, I could buy the biddy at lower price points. Because when Bitcoin eventually does crash, and it should, there are patterns to this, but, you know, there are absolutely patterns to all this. And so I'm really just kind of banking on the fact there's a pattern. But like I said before, it's kind of a win-win situation for me either way. Let me get you in here. Here we go. But yeah, I'm not too distraught over it. Here we go. Trying to get the chat looking good. Oh, yeah, there we go. That works. Kira's saying, "You okay with your nose?" Yeah, so it's a breathe right strip. So what it does is it extends the nostrils. I'll try to get a closer look. See, like right here, it's supposed to expand the nostril pathways to. I think I might have put it on slightly wrong, but I could tell the nostrils are a little more expanded than usual, which is kind of nice. So I'm really actually, I just received these in the mail today, and the goal is to try to stop snoring. Is really what I'm trying to do, is just stop snoring in general. And I feel like all the snoring I do, it definitely keeps my girlfriend awake, and I feel terrible about it. But that's one of the reasons why I got these, so that way I'm testing it out while I'm awake, just to see how I like it. Make sure it melds with the skin pretty well. So, and I figure it's something to try while I'm doing a live stream. I figure might as well. So I was actually before I was doing a live video, I was actually deleting a lot of content, mainly because YouTube's monetization program doesn't like it when you repurpose content from other shows. For example, I was repurposing some Joe Rogan interviews with Donald Trump, so I ended up having to delete those, unfortunately. Luckily, all my original content, though, led to me getting monetized to begin with, so as long as they keep all my good original ones. But Kira's asking, by the way, if any three-letter organ is listening. I lost most of my Bitcoin in a tragic boating accident. Wait, what? I don't know if that's a joke or not, but did you have most of your bit? Just I mean, if it's a joke, then I fell for it. But but if it isn't, did you have a lot of your Bitcoin in like on a hard drive or a USB drive or something? Mark Velez is asking, what position do you sleep in, Mike? I usually like to sleep on my side a little bit. I try not to sleep on my back, but I usually do. I gotta try to figure out like what position is best for people like me. It's kind of tough to figure out. So Kira is saying, I'm under investigation by the IRS. Damn, dude. What? I mean, if you want to go into it, if you want to take a step by step through this, that is more interesting than what I was going to talk about. I've just been buying the biddy as it goes up. Luckily, I haven't sold any of my Bitcoin yet. So the goal is never sell the Bitcoin, but also bet against it heavily. And when Bitcoin goes on a bull run, man, betting against it's really a good, in my opinion, a good strategy. That's my opinion. But luckily, I have a pretty good amount of Bitcoin. I just keep most of it in Coinbase and Robinhood and stuff like that. But Kira, don't we? Damn. You can reveal whatever you feel like revealing, but is it because you own Bitcoin? Because I'm a little confused here. But yeah. So Kira is under investigation by the IRS. That's crazy. Mark is saying sleeping on your back is actually not bad. I'm actually a belly sleeper, and I'd like to sleep on my back. I do sleep on my back when I'm feeling like I can, but yeah, it's wild. So Kira's saying, so basically, like, I was working with some dude in Chicago, and he double crossed me, fucked me over, and then reported me to IRS for being a Bitcoin millionaire. Can you believe how ridiculous? First off, you can be a Bitcoin millionaire and not be investigated by the IRS, because think about it this way. If you never sell your Bitcoin, can they tax you for any unrealized gains? If they can, Bitcoin's stupid. Well, not Bitcoin, the IRS is stupid. I think Bitcoin's stupid, but I also think the IRS is just as stupid. But that's insane. Damn. Well, I'm sorry you got screwed over, Kira. That sucks balls, man. That sucks. Yeah, but he was alleging that I was not paying taxes. I know that capital gains is only triggered by selling, but this guy in particular is stupid. I had to talk to some agents last week. That's wild, man. I mean, look, that's so dumb. It's freaking wild, man. See, I just love betting against Bitcoin. I don't own enough to ever really truly be well, I guess you could say if the value keeps increasing, then it could be, I mean the value does, I mean I've definitely had a lot of crazy gains already just from owning the Bitcoin that I own and then just been buying the biddy as it dips. And the beauty is, man, buying the biddy at these all-time highs for Bitcoin is great, at least great for me. It's really preparing me for any eventual Bitcoin crash. Here's the thing, man. There's always a pattern with Bitcoin crashes. Usually there's a big bull run. This is my experience, at least. This is the pattern I've noticed. There's a big bull run that happens, and then boom, it crashes really hard. You don't know when it's going to crash, but it's like usually an eventuality. But yeah, I still think Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, though. Just because Bitcoin's at $88,000 per coin, it only solidifies my opinion of Bitcoin actually being a Ponzi scheme, because anything that goes up that fast and that doesn't do anything, that has like no intrinsic value whatsoever, I still firmly believe Bitcoin's not worth anything. We've perceived it to be because Donald Trump won. And look, I'm happy Trump won, by the way. I'm Trump sexual. But I will say this, though. I will say this. Mark Velez says, I saw your community poll about Bitcoin, but I didn't vote on it because I have no idea about it. I think, look, there's a lot of people who are pumping up Bitcoin, a lot of bots who are pumping up Bitcoin, so I could see it going to $100,000, unfortunately. So Kira says Bitcoin is the best store of value to exist. That's the use case. Okay, so Bitcoin's the best store of value. I still want to know why it is. Right? I want to know why. That's the thing. Nobody ever tells me why. It's just, it's all based on just pure perceptual value, and that's still my biggest beef with Bitcoin. Bitcoin could go to $1 million per coin for all I care. It doesn't mean that it's still worth anything. There's the actual value and there's the perceived value by the public. If people keep buying Bitcoin, all these bots keep buying Bitcoin up and up and up and never sell, then it could go in theory to $1 million. Ponzi schemes are crazy. My point is, I believe that Bitcoin in itself is a very fascinating piece of software. I really do. I still to this day think it's great. But eventually the Bitcoin network is going to be hacked by quantum computers. If Bitcoin only uses, and I might be wrong on this, if I remember right, it's 256-bit keys. I might be wrong on that. Actual keys, private keys. There's the public and the private, obviously. But eventually there's gonna be quantum computers that could brute force hack that shit and get into people's wallets and be able to steal all the Bitcoin or whatever, allegedly. Kira says, well, the fundamentals are amazing. Divisible, easily assayed, sent over long distances, self-custody, self-managing, etc. Yeah, I mean, those functions are really nice, but they're just functions of the design. The problem is it still lacks that inherent value. Like, why? So the cool thing is it could be utilized like a digital dollar, but it's really not. And the argument really is like, what's worth more, the digital dollar or the physical dollar? Or any currency. I still think physical and digital currencies are both worthless, by the way. Everybody says, oh, Michael, then you must love the fiat currency. No, I hate all currencies. I'm actually like, I understand we need currencies, but I myself, I'm fairly anti-currency of any kind, physical or digital, because I think currencies are only have one use in my mind, and that's to buy things and to invest in actual assets. Um, all my assets are money producing, but they are valuable in themselves because they appreciate in value when they're actually doing something, they're productive. I don't see that with Bitcoin. I'm still trying my best to find ways. I'd love to find a way to promote Bitcoin, but I ethically can't. uh, Mark Velez says you should pin a message in this chat so any new viewers are aware of your nose. It's more fun to keep it on the down low. It's an icebreaker. People can. I want to let people ask about the old nostrils. Should have drew a penis on this thing. Kira says, "Oh, that's a good point you make about quantum computers. The thing is, once we do reach the point of using qubits in everyday life, we'll be able to make quantum patches so that it's not hackable." Yeah. Well, hopefully, I mean that would be the goal. I just think that Bitcoin in itself just really hasn't changed much. It just doesn't feel like the actual software, underlying software. There's no actual change, not a lot of it at least. I just don't think the changes are fast enough. That's my opinion, though. Like I said, it's my opinion, and but I will say this, Kira, good to see you. Um, I haven't seen you on any of my live videos in a while. I think last time I saw you was probably on one of the chats like a couple weeks ago or something. But hey, it sucks. I will say this though, it sucks he got investigated by the IRS, but it's pretty dope that if you still have the Bitcoin, that is, the fact that Bitcoin's gone up is really good for you. I mean, I think it's great. You know, the fact that Bitcoin is only changing when it's absolutely necessary is a feature, not a bug. It's not supposed to be a Swiss Army knife. It's a broadsword. Oh, yeah. Kira says, and thanks, nice to tune in. Yeah, but overall, with this statement right here, the fact that Bitcoin is only changing when it's absolutely not, it's I think it's good when it, hopefully it evolves. I'd like to see Bitcoin evolve, but you know me, I'm still pretty much a skeptic of Bitcoin for the most part as a viable currency. I don't know. It's even digital currencies are tough to get behind. Like, will people be actually using these to purchase on a day-to-day basis? Be as common will it be as common to use Bitcoin to transact in a physical store as it would be like a credit card or something? You know what I mean? Kira says, yeah, I think Bitcoin shouldn't have too many bells and whistles. Hard money is supposed to be very difficult to change. I'd lose confidence in BTC if it bent the knee to third parties, and you never know. I don't know. I have trouble believing in that stuff. Like like I said, love the software architecture. I've always been in awe of the structure behind all of it. But you could be in awe of the structure and realize that it is just software at the end of the day, and that I think in itself is Bitcoin's greatest vulnerability, is the fact that it's just very good software, but it's still inherently not valid. This is the way I see it, though, and I'll admit I've been pretty hard headed about this opinion, but I think with good reason. I just don't trust an asset that goes up so rapidly and goes down so rapidly when when massive volatility like that happens so frequently, like I understand there's going to be corrections and stuff that happen, just like in stocks, for example, there's corrections in value. But what we're seeing here, man, is just like, I don't know how to feel about it. Kira says, double-edged sword, software is less fallible than humans. The best thing about Bitcoin right now is the network effects. True. I mean, I do like the whole network effect by it, but the one thing about anything that's decentralized is kind of hard to back it with anything because it's decentralized. You know, therein lies the problem with private money. Kira says, let's see. Oh yeah, I totally get it. I'm in disbelief. I expect Bitcoin to fall back down soon. To be honest, that's one of the reasons why I've been buying the biddy. I know that you said at the beginning, sorry about your biddy position, but I'm not really sorry about it. Like, I see this as an opportunity. And remember, I still own Bitcoin. I may not believe in Bitcoin, but I still own it. Because if I'm wrong on any of my bets, I can still be right on one of them, you know? But yeah, let's say Bitcoin just kept going up forever and ever and ever and it never stopped, right? Well, that's great because I'll have a lot of unrealized gains. I won't need to sell because I'll just keep betting against Bitcoin no matter how high it goes up. I'll buy one share of the biddy here, one share of the biddy there, and kind of am protecting my butt is really what it boils down to. I'm just really protecting my ass on that one. That's the way I see it, at least. Speaking of which, I'm going to check the price of Bitcoin right now. Ooh. Yeah, I really increased my position, though. Quite a bit on the bidding. Hell yeah, no, my average cost is really lowered, too. This is really great. It's definitely a win-win scenario, because like I said, when Bitcoin goes up like this, it's really just an opportunity. Kira says, I mean, yeah, that's true, but at that point, if you recognize that Biddy is being outperformed by BTC itself, why not just act on it? Well, I mean, look, I still have a firm belief that Bitcoin in itself is a Ponzi scheme, and if it kept going up and up and up and up and up and up, the best way to protect myself from the eventual crash is, I mean, look, anything with an intrinsic value of 0, in theory, should go back down to 0 eventually. Looking at the 5-year chart for the biddy, it seems pretty bleak. Well, I mean, think about it this way: the biddy basically does the inverse of whatever Bitcoin does, right? So if Bitcoin goes up 5% in a day, the biddy goes down 5% in a day. If Bitcoin goes down 5% in a day, the biddy goes up 5% in the day. So in a lot of ways, yeah, of course the biddy's last 5 years are terrible. That makes perfect sense because the last 5 years for Bitcoin have been great. You know, because remember, what the biddy does is the biddy does the inverse. So of course, if Bitcoin's been doing good for 5 years, biddy's been doing shit for 5 years. The point is, I've just been buying the biddy as it keeps dipping because Bitcoin keeps going up so rapidly. Because Bitcoin goes up so rapidly, the biddy is actually a protector of my existing Bitcoin position in a lot of ways. And then when the eventual crash happens for Bitcoin, which I can't guarantee that it'll even happen. Maybe people will keep pouring money in till the end of time for Bitcoin, and maybe it'll never go back down. But at the same time, I'm pretty solid in my belief system that Bitcoin itself, it may look good in the last 5 years, but past performance is not always indicative. I think I might be using that word in the right context. Indicative. It doesn't indicate future performance. Something can do really well for 5 years and then suddenly not. This is what I'm trying to say. Now, Bitcoin's doing great. That's fine. I'm still going to bet against Bitcoin because if I keep buying more of the biddy, I'm lowering my average cost for the biddy. And I'm also making it to where my position looks good. And my position in Bitcoin looks fantastic too. So it's a win-win situation either way. Either way, I've been able to get lots of gains in Bitcoin. And I've been able to lower my average cost for the biddy by slowly buying a share here, buying a share there, buying another share here, that sort of thing. So yeah, the biddy's outlook, of course, is going to be bleak because Bitcoin's been doing so well, and biddy obviously is going to do really shitty. Biddy does shitty, you know, and that's kind of the way I look at it. So if so what my plan is like I said, I just hold on to Bitcoin. I never plan on selling it anyway. And then I'll just if Bitcoin keeps going up, I'll just have to buy more shares of the biddy every 2 weeks, you know. Mark Velez says this might be one of the first live streams you've done in a while without Donald Trump's name in the title. Absolutely. I have. It's been a while since I've done a fairly normal stream. This is actually kind of hilarious, so Biddy does shitty LMAO. Come on, man. You're losing money. But anyway, I'm not losing money. Not really. In the long run, I'm actually breaking even. So here's the thing. So like I said, I've got position in Bitcoin, right? So the thing is I haven't sold any biddy either. So I'm not losing money, I'm losing value, right? There's a big difference between losing money and losing value. So my value in biddy, the value's lowering, right? But my Bitcoin value has increased quite a bit. So what do I do when the biddy value lowers? Well, it's very simple. I buy more biddy on the dip. I don't sell the biddy until the crash happens, right? So when the eventual crash for Bitcoin happens, which I firmly believe it'll happen soon enough, and if it doesn't, I'll be shocked. But because there's going to be a lot of people who will want to cash out. And then, but anyway, that's fine. I'm going to get back to work. Agree to disagree once again. Thanks for having me on. Hey, anytime, Kara. You got it. Mark Velez says it feels kind of good for politics to finally die down a bit. Yeah, I think it feels nice to actually have an episode of the show where I'm not talking about Donald Trump's wang. I love Donald Trump, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I think it's good to have these kind of episodes where it's just kind of like, you know, me trashing on Bitcoin and shit because look, I still think Bitcoin is on the brink of a Ponzi scheme, you know? We're turning the page. We're coming of age. Today is the day. But yeah, I guess we could do a quick poll. All right, I got a poll. It's Bitcoin is either legitimate or a Ponzi scheme. Whatever you guys think. Oh shit, dude! George Washington, the sore loser's back. George Washington voted for Kamala. George Washington also says you have an Android in 2024, shitty camera quality. Dude, look, Android is much more affordable than iPhone. The cameras in iPhones are fantastic, but I love Pixel, bro. Green bubble, motherfucker. George Washington, did you vote for Kamala? Did you vote for motherfucking Kamala? So Bitcoin. So we got one vote. Bitcoin is legitimate, is what the one vote says. George Washington, I bet you own a motherfucking flip phone. We're turning the page. We're coming of age. Today is the day. George Washington says I voted for myself. Oh, yeah. Just take them in hand and throw them away. Now, the big question is, when will Bitcoin crash? When will Bitcoin, my ClickCoin, crash? Damn, dude, Bitcoin's got a market crap. Bitcoin's got a market crap of $1.75 trillion. Some motherfucking bullshit. Mark Velez says, I don't know how to answer your poll question. That's okay. That's okay, my brother, my brony brother. We all just bronies up in here, up in here, up in here. We all just bronies everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Where the bronies at? Where the bronies at? You gotta subscribe, you gotta subscribe. Gotta like the video, and then you gotta subscribe. You gotta tell me yeah, you gotta tell me no. You gotta tell me I got the funky, funky flow. My pussy is large, and it is in charge. Oh yeah, yeah. If I were the gayest of all time. By the way, thank you for the subscription. I've been getting so many subscribers, man. So cray cray. People seem to be investing. Shiba Inu is down. It's a Shiba Inu token and all that ship and all that crap, whatever it is. It's all ridiculous. It's all a pyramid scheme. It's all a scam. And people say, Mike, why are you so negative about crypto? No, I'm very old video I'm watching. I'm positive. I'm trying to help you out. I'm positively trying to make a difference in your lives. Because if I told you that it was a good thing to invest in it, and you invested in it and you lost a lot of money, the end result would be negative. Me telling you that Shiba Inu and all these crypto tokens are Mark Velez says, "Why are you grouping me with my little pony bronies?" So we're all brony brothers. Is what I'm trying to say. We all like. I think we all here can say that we all like nude male horseplay, and we are bronies. We're all brony brothers. All right. It's the way the world works. It is the order of things. My brony brothers. Oh, bronies, my little bronies, my little bronies. Hmm. Let's see. Mark Velez says, "I prefer nude male horseplay, nude male play over horse pony play." That's not a line I want to cross. The Brony Brothers, dude. You gotta be with the Bronies. The Bronies need you. George Washington, I got my woman. All right. Mark Velez says, "I don't think I'm a brony, Mike." Damn, dude. We're all bronies deep down. I'd like to believe we're all bronies, but I'm probably delusional as fuck. George Washington says he's just in the house eating with his boyfriend. Hell yeah. Beast. That's what George Washington's doing. All right. Get it, George. Let your freak flag fly, brother. Looking at my phone real quick, you guys. Hold on. Sorry, I was looking at some of the symbols here. The symbos. We're turning the page. We're coming of age today. Here's the day when choices are made. The coming of age. 'Cause all my life I've been waiting. This is interesting here. I do feel like I'm getting a little more air in the old nostrils. I love it. Less nasal congestion. Mark Velez says, "Can you glaze me and the rest of us simp subs like you did last night?" That was then. This is now. But no. I'm looking at this fantasy thing real quick.
Three or five more snaps in a game for Cam Akers, but it's still clearly Aaron Jones who is the guy in this backfield. He has been great this season, but Akers has leapfrogged Ty Chandler as that number 2 back in the Minnesota backfield. Ty came in and had
Mark Velez says, by the way, when I say simp subs, I actually mean subs, as well as subscribers. You guys are my simps, dude. You guys are my pimps. You guys are my simps. Hell yeah.
as efficient as Aaron Jones has been. He's obviously not as good a player as Aaron Jones has been, but Kevin O'Connell and that staff really, really trust Cam Akers. He would be a must-add if you have Aaron Jones. You may have already taken care of that, but I don't hate adding insurance policies for players that are on other teams either myself, because even if I don't have Aaron Jones, if something happens to him, I would be the beneficiary. Sounds crass, but you guys get what I'm saying in fantasy football terms. Yeah. If I have Cam Akers on my
Oh yeah. Looking at some fantasy football shit. Getting my fantasy on, man. The sim, you guys are my simp subscribers, all right? You guys are my simps. You guys are my pimps. I'm gonna glaze you hard. I'm gonna glaze you right. I'm gonna make sure your buttholes are tight. I'm gonna make sure that your buttholes are loose. I'm gonna make sure that you're loose like the goose. You gotta get your buttholes loose for me. You gotta get your buttholes loose for G. You gotta get those buttholes loose for me. Loose for me, yeah. Oh, I know what you're gonna do. You gotta get those buttholes loose if that's for you. You gotta get those buttholes tight. And you gotta make them right. Gotta get these buttholes tight. Or else they're gonna be loose. I had to take out the garbage here in a second. We're finding a place in this world. All right, it's looking good this week. Damn, dude. My butthole's tight, my butthole's wrong, my butthole's right, my butthole's tight. Oh, I don't know why my butthole's tight. It's just gotta be tight. I wish my butthole was right. Oh, I know my butthole is loose. I know, loose like a goose. I wish my butthole wasn't so loose. Why does everybody make fun of my ass? I'm tired of this shit. It's making me real crass. Oh, we got a 50-50 split. We got 2 votes in the poll, by the way. Bitcoin is 50% of you say legitimate, 50% of you say Ponzi scheme. Very, very good. Who's coming to the defense of Bitcoin? Let's see. Mark Velez says you might need to get us some sex toys, Mike, if you want us all to be loose. Well, I don't know. I'm too cheap. The only sex toys that you guys are all gonna get is like really shitty butt plugs, I guess. I don't know, man. Hell if I know. Turn on all messages. Oh yeah, I just did. A little tired. You guys are my simps, though, my simp subscribers, and I appreciate it. I want to say thanks to every simp that I got. If it wasn't for you guys, well, I don't know what I'd be doing on this channel. I need my simps, dude. You guys are all simps and you all pimps. By the way, these Breathe Right strips, I'm just going to give you guys a quick little review. These are nice. Really good. They just feel right. They feel like they really open up the nasal passages. And I feel like I can get a lot of air. All right, we're looking at the PPR rankings real quick. I'm just gonna go over my team where each of my players are ranking. So we got Josh Allen for the third best quarterback this week. Is the prediction? These are the predictions. Josh Allen is ranked third, week 11 for quarterback rankings. Let's look at running backs this week. My boy Aaron Jones is in 16th place. And then my boy Brian Robinson Jr. 25th. Oh yeah. And I got my wide receivers. Faux show. I got Jamar Chase is number 1 this week. Damn, that's gonna be tight. And then we got AJ Brown at number 7. Hell yeah. So AJ Brown at 7, Jamar Chase at 1. These are my wide receivers, and then we got Drake London at 12. Hell yeah. My boy Malik Neighbors is out this week. Giants bye week, so Drake London's at 12. That's a good number. Denver's got an incredible defense, so I see why they lowered him on the rankings. Oh, then we got DK Metcalf at wide receiver 17. And then we have Jacoby Myers at 29. Hell yeah. Jackson Smith and Jigba 25. Hell yeah. So I got a lot of I got a lot of pretty good wide receivers, I will admit, in my lineup. Even my bench is pretty stacked. All things considered, it's crazy that my deepest wide receiver, like at the end of my bench, is ranked at the 29th position in wide receivers. So I got a really my bench, as far as wide receivers are concerned, is extremely stacked. Like, it might be one of the most stacked fantasy football benches I've had for wide receivers in a long time. But I drafted wide receivers very early, as early as humanly possible. To be honest, that was the smartest thing I could have done. And it's funny, my league mates in the fantasy football league that I'm in, basically were laughing at me. They were like, "Mike, you haven't even picked a running back, and it's already 7th round." And that's when I did pick the running backs, because I was like, well, I wanted to have a good wide receiver core. That was important. So I ended up getting a quarterback, though, in the 4th round. So it was like rounds 1, 2, and 3, I had picked wide receivers. 4th round, I picked a quarterback. 5th, 6th round, I picked wide receivers. 7th, 8th is when I picked my boys. I think it was Zamir White, and then I picked Aaron Jones. Zamir White did not turn out to be very good, but that's okay. I was able to kind of make up for it in the running back department in other ways. I was able to get the waiver wire, get a good waiver wire selection for running backs. But yeah, the goal was just to find the best of the best, or at least what I could find is being the best. Another one that I got was Mark Andrews. He is ranked number 8 this week. Hell yeah, for tight end position. I got him off the waiver wire, shockingly. Somebody dropped him on the waivers, which was huge. But whenever you show your tits or even feet, it's a different story. No Diddy, though. I'm not completely trying to sim for you, Mike. Oh, man. Get it, though, man. Hell yeah. George Washington's just being a jerk. George Washington, why do you gotta be a dick? All right. Because I am a simp for the simps. And I am a pimp for the pimps. Mark Velez says, "You're so lame, George Washington. Just stop hating." Why do I have to be a dick? Bro, why do you like sitting? Oh my God. Calm down, George Washington, man. Come on, brother. Can you be at least sort of nice? Isn't that kind of the goal? To be kind? George Washington's just being mean. That's right. Damn, George Washington, calm down, brother. Dude, just let Mark be gay. Just let the poor lad be gay. He just wants to be. There's nothing wrong with it, man. Let the man be gay. Oh, George Washington, stop it. Hmm. I wonder. So. Yeah, George Washington's just being a dick, dude. I wouldn't take it too personally, man. George Washington's being a total cunt. I never thought I'd say that. You guys want to watch me play video games? Today is the day. Just take what defines us, or throw it away. All right, so I'm going to do a one-on-one versus the computer, where it's just the computer versus myself. It's going to be interesting. Can I win against the computer? And also, I'm going to be talking about the inadequacies of Bitcoin and how dumb it is while I'm playing Star Trek Armada. No. Oh yeah, hopefully some people show up, but if not, it's no big deal. I just enjoy streaming a little bit, and I figure I might as well talk about the inadequacies of Bitcoin while I'm kicking some butt in a video game. Thank you, Mark. Though I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for viewing, man. I always appreciate your viewership, brother. Especially you coming in on this one, man. You're coming in hot. Game's not loading properly. Hold on. Yeah, it's so lame. I can't even see the fucking mouse. Oh, lame. Hmm. Play a little Star Trek Elite Force here. See what happens. Welcome to Hollow Match.
Welcome to Hollow Match. Logging off LCAR's menu system. Welcome to Hollow Match.
This'll work. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Alright. Here's how the game rolls, man. Alright. So I'm going to do the all Borg. I'm going to reverse nothing but Borg. Everybody's a Borg. Only the Borg of 5 people. Alright? So we're going to do 5 of 9. 621. Alright, well I guess I'll add another. Alright, we're doing the Tom Paris versus the Borg. So yeah, 12 minutes per round, and we'll see how many, what we do in 12 minutes. Ready? You guys ready for this? Alright, let's take a look, man. Let's try to get this rolling.
Initiating program.
early on this one, man.
tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. Excellent. You have lost the lead. Warning.
good. Damn.
For the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. Excellent. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You are tied. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead. One-minute warning. You win. Your commendations? Demolitionist. Expert.
How's the chat looking here? Shit. One moment. Well, I did it, you guys. I did it. I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. Yes. Oh my god. All right, 1 moment, folks. Here we go. My brony brothers. Are you guys legitimately my brony brothers? Oh, yeah. All right, I'm gonna do another. Actually, that was a tough one, man. That was a tough one. It's pretty good skill level for all these players. And
Initiating program. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are top. You have lost the lead. Excellent. You are tied for the lead. You are tied for the lead. Excellent. You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead. Excellent. Excellent. 5-minute warning.
Fuck you, George Washington.
Excellent. 1-minute warning. You win. Your commendations? Demolitionist. Ace.
All right.
Logging
Alright.
off LCAR's menu system.
Let's get back to the meat and potatoes here. I want to talk about how trashy Bitcoin is. Now, Bitcoin is clickcoin. All right, it's bullshit. They took all my baby, 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 oil like baby, my baby, baby, oil like. George Washington says you suck, trash. Hell yeah. Thank you, George Washington. I appreciate it, brother. Hmm. And took on my baby, 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 oil my baby, 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 oil like baby. That you'd always be mine, my baby, 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 oil. Well, so what else can we talk about on Bitcoin? Well, Bitcoin sucks. Bitcoin's awful. And yeah. I don't know what else you guys want me to say. Maybe I'm right. Bitcoin is trash. Bitcoin is, just because Bitcoin's going up in value does not mean it's valuable. Trust me. Bitcoin going up in value is it's all perception. Bitcoin doesn't do anything. Bitcoin is lazy. I just picked up a lot of the bitty though, you guys. The bitty. Bitty my titty. They took on my baby, baby, baby oil. Oh shit, dude's going back up. The bitty. The bitty my titty, dude. I just think Bitcoin should crash, crash. Exciting times, you guys. Exciting times. George Washington's being so mean. Only got 2 votes in this. This is pretty rough. George Washington has not been nice in this entire chat. I want to thank everybody who subscribed so far. Let's see what else we got. We haven't been really getting a lot of viewership on this particular live video, but they took on my baby, baby, baby oil. You guys need to get away from my baby oil. Nothing 1,000 bottles of baby oil can't fix. Yeah. Johnny C. My boy is Johnny C. Johnny C. The Johnny D. What do you do? Mark Velez says, sorry I was out longer than expected, and actually crazy how you were basically streaming to yourself, though. Yeah, I mean, there's some, I think there were a couple other people who just kind of stopped on by for a few moments into this. It's cool. YouTube is still putting this sort of on the vertical live streams. I'm really not too sure anymore what YouTube's really doing, but it's fun. I'm still doing, I was just basically playing a video game. That's all I was really doing. I don't mind streaming to myself. If it doesn't get seen by anybody, that's the chance I ultimately take. And I just really enjoy streaming, playing video games. I was trying to play Star Trek Armada on this, but it wasn't in the cards, so that's okay. But I'm probably gonna go here in a second. I want to thank you guys though for viewing this episode, and just hope you all have an incredible, sexy day. Ooh. All right, see y'all later. I am out though. I'm a little bit tired. I was probably gonna play maybe one more video game and then kind of relax, but thank you, Mark, as always. You're such a damn loyal viewer. I appreciate it, partner. But I'll catch y'all later. I'm out. Well, before I go, any last comments by anybody? Anybody want to vote in this poll? It's actually a deadlock right now. 2 people. One says 50, one says legitimate, one says the Ponzi scheme. Who's going to be the tiebreaker? Who's going to break this tie? Who's going to vote in this poll? Who's going to be a pole dancer? Tim Smith says, hi-oh. Shit. Well, since Tim's... Okay, I'll tell you what. Since Tim just got on... It's funny, Tim, I was about ready to leave, but since you're on, that changes the game, man. I enjoy a good... There ain't no live stream like a Tim Smith live stream, if you know what I'm saying. Woo! I'm not trying to turn Tim Smith into Diddy, though. Don't want no Diddies. But, hell yeah, dude, we got Tim Smith in the house. We got Mark Velez in the house. Mark Velez says, just voted. Also, I'm happy to be loyal, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it, brother. I just want you to know, man, you're never obligated to view. And the only reason I say that is I don't want you to think that you have to view every time I'm live. I get it if you can't. I always say if you can view when you got nothing going on, or maybe you're doing the dishes, or maybe you're doing some housework. Maybe my live stream can make the housework more fun or make it more miserable. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, no, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Tim Smith says, breaking, NFL stars are using the Australian breakdancer Ray Gunn's moves during touchdown celebrations now. Dude, that is actually pretty hilarious. If that is the case, that makes me love the NFL even more. It's all about my boy Roger Goodell. Am I right? Chris Hansen says, have a say. You guys, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We need more simps. The more simps we have, the better. We all simping pretty hard, dude. Damn it, the message retracted. Hold on. So there was a message from Tim Smith, but it retracted all of a sudden. Darn it. Mark Velez says, what's your football team in the Northwest area? So Oregon actually doesn't have a professional football team. We do have, however, so we do have teams to the north of us and teams to the south of us in California or Washington. Washington, of course, has the Seattle Seahawks, whereas there's a lot of teams in California to choose from. You got like the San Diego Chargers, well, which are now the Los Angeles Chargers. You got the Los Angeles Rams, San Francisco 49ers. I could have swore there was like one more California team, but I might be wrong on that. There used to be the Oakland Raiders, but they ended up becoming the Las Vegas Raiders, so that's a thing. What's the other one? Yeah, it's really all I could think of at the moment. But yeah, it's those are the teams that so my team is the Seattle Seahawks, though. That's the team I love the most. Sorry for yawning. Sorry for yawning, everybody. Tim Smith says, or look up the short Minnesota Vikings Cam Bynum hilariously recreated Ray Gun's Olympic breakdance for his team's win. God, that's so tight. That is so funny, dude. George Washington says, your team is ass. Come on, George. You're pissing me off, brother. George Washington doesn't love me. He doesn't love this show. He doesn't love what it's becoming. It's becoming a stain on America, I know. It's injecting too much soy into the boys. Soy boys for Harris. I should have done a soy boys for Harris. Or soy boys for Trump. That's what we should have done. I feel like white dudes for Harris ruined Kamala's chances of winning, because I don't know if you guys have watched any of those white guys for Harris videos, but the level of testosterone might be in the negatives for these dudes. They might be pumping nothing but estrogen. It's rough, man. But yeah, it's actually kind of wild, man. White dudes for Harris was probably the cringiest thing I've ever fucking watched. Mark Velez says you're saying every state doesn't have a football team. What about the colleges? Maybe I just don't know anything about. So here's the thing. So when it comes to sports, there's professional sports, which is where you go after college if you're good enough, or you don't even have to go to college sometimes. Sometimes you can just skip the whole college process. But yeah, as far as it goes, though, NFL teams, yeah, not every single state has an NFL team. Examples would be like Oregon, Idaho, Montana. Those are just examples. But the cool thing is, every state has college football teams for the most part, if I remember right. Not all college football teams are created equal, obviously. Some are just really bad. Some are pretty good. They took on my baby, baby, baby. Oh, my double chin. Hell yeah. New Jersey, technically, fat boy. Hell yeah. Let's see. I live for Tim Smith says I live for Marshfield Pirates football. We actually, I don't know if we're still good at. I don't know if our team is still good at football, but it's actually funny. I should probably go and attend some of the games. I haven't watched a football game of any kind in a while, so even watching high school football would be pretty dope. George Washington says, "Bros double chin." Hell yeah. But Tim Smith is the Canadian who wants some high school football from Oregon. That's his demand. I need to start. I could start filming those. I should start doing live streams of the Friday night football games while football season's still going on. I think football season's still going on for high school. I know it is for the NFL. Let me take a look here. Mark Velez says, "What's the gayest sport in your opinion, Mike?" Um, I'd probably say tennis. I'd probably say tennis. If we're like going by like you take one look at it and you're thinking there's levels of homosexuality here. Yeah. I'd probably say tennis. And then the next one would probably be no, tennis really is kind of the gayest. I mean, nothing wrong with tennis. I've played tennis. I'm just saying, like, on an optics level, it definitely seems a little homoerotic. Men are wearing really short shorts. Pretty gay. It's alright, though. Nothing wrong with homosexuality. They took on my baby, baby, baby. Oh. Mark Velez says, "What, Mike? Rugby's right there, though." Well, maybe, maybe. Rugby is pretty dope. I have to say. I will say, baseball. There's a lot of slap ass that goes on in baseball. That's another thing I was thinking of. To come on, baby, baby, baby. Oh. Hmm. Tim Walls. So Tim Smith says Tim Walls' two-hand touch football is fun. Just make sure he only grabs the flag. Oh. No, 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 no. We're a woke stream now, Tim. We gotta be woke. We gotta be woker. It's not woke behavior, my man. I was thinking I might start reading books live. You know what I mean? Like where I just like straight up read a book. I'll try to maybe read like something that's kind of short, something like that. Nothing too crazy. Well, something I haven't read yet. Let's see. Mark Velez says, I thought you'd pick either rugby or wrestling for the gayest sport. I mean, there are people who get into the wrestling because they like men's bodies. That's true. There's a level of homosexuality there. So I can see that happening. But yeah, I was going to say, there's definitely borders along the line of homoerotic. That's for sure. I will say rugby players also get a little close to each other. So there's definitely a lot of homoeroticism for sure. Tim Smith says, say no to yolks, say yes to wokes. Egg white omelets for Kamala 2028. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. George Washington is saying still fat from as usual. All right. I'm a big boy, I'll admit it. Damn. George Washington's so mean to me. George, why you gotta be such a dick, dude? Be nice to me, George Washington. Come on, bro. Look at this tape on my nose. Do you see this tape? I'm just keeping my nostrils wide open so I could smell your fucking taint. Oh, yeah. Mark Velez says, I'd probably get into football, but I've got to ask, is it homoerotic? I mean, look, there's a lot of... Look, football's kind of a masculine sport, but there are levels of... There's some gay stuff. Yeah. Definitely there's some gay shit that goes down. Now, overall, which sport has more gay dudes in it? I'd probably say more closeted gay dudes. I'd probably say football. I'd like to believe maybe baseball, but I'd probably say football more than anything. All right, you guys, I do think I am going to go here in just a second, though, but let's see what the final results are. So we got 4 votes. We have Bitcoin is 25% of you say legitimate. And then 75% of you say that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme. Hell yeah. You guys have not failed me at all. We'll end the poll at 75%. But I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video, watch this live session. I know you guys saw me play some video games for a second, but I had to get it. What's the second best animal insect themed candy besides gummy worms? Oh, it's easy. I was eating them right before the show. Shark gummies, gummy sharks. All right. Gummy sharks is all you need. Just gonna say that right now. Boom. Mark Velez says, "Take care tonight, bro. Hopefully you get more viewers soon. Peace." I appreciate it, man. I kind of enjoy live streaming. Like, even if there's only like 1 or 2 or 3 people watching, it gets saved to YouTube, so people eventually will watch it. But the more live streams I do, and plus the live streams that I do, I end up downloading them from YouTube Studio and putting them on my podcast, and they surprisingly do pretty well on the podcast. So I'm not complaining either way. It's free content, so it's easy money, man. Easy money. Hell yeah. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.